Hello, everybody. How are ya? How's everything going? Give me a second. I gotta turn off the lights. Yes, well, you know, a lot of things have been going on. Good evening. Guess what I got? My Liberty Slingshot. I got my Liberty Slingshot t-shirt on. Along with the hat. How you doing, everybody? Boy, I've had some work to do today. I had to do some household chores, and I did it. Some clean clothes is important. All right, let's see what we can do. Okay. Well, people want to talk about something, okay? When we talk about something, I want to do some good things. I'm talking to somebody. I want to bring in a special guest on one of my lives, an outdoor stream. It's going to be an archery stream. And if you just came in, give me a like, give me a thumbs up. So I got some announcements I'm going to do. Sorry, I'm not up with the latest internet slang. Big dog. But if you're getting disrespectful, there's always the way out. I can show you the way out. Just want to let you know that. Everything's doing well, so I got some announcements to make. I realize I got to improve my content a little bit. Get it going. That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's very good, big dog. Okay. You want to see me do something. Now, I've been having a problem lately. Sometimes it happens, you know. Let's talk about some things. Okay. Oh, man, a lot of things are going on. Okay. All right, well, there's some things I want to do. Thank you, 100. Well, you sent me a gift. Awesome. I am doing great. I've had to do some chores today, but that's what you got to do. So, that being said, I want to thank you for that donation, brother. All right. It's a classic. The wolf pack is back, yeah. All right, we got some things going. You know. All right, a lot of topics to cover. I'm going to do an archery stream soon. I'm trying to set it up. Just today I had to do some work. That's all. I had to do some work. So, but, oh yeah. A shout out to Paxton Perrinald. Anyway, let's get started. All right. Now, what we're talking about today is another announcement I'm going to make for the stream, because everybody wants to see me do something new. They want to see me do something new, and I get it. I've been kind of stagnating lately, and because I've been broke, that's the reason why. I've been stagnating because, well, I've been broke. So you have to forgive me if I haven't been able to do a lot of creative streams at late. You know, with the limited budget I got. You know. So, that being mind, keep that in mind, you know. And your donations mean a lot now that I can accept YouTube donations. So, another thing I'm going to do. Everyone asks me. Everybody in this, everybody's asking me. Well, will I basically? Krista is interested in me. Okay, she's interested in me. Now, usually I won't do kind of online relationships or online dating of any kind for various reasons. It just doesn't work. The internet is not the real world. I mean, but for this situation, for the stream, I would say I would be willing if she came over, if Krista came over to my neck of the woods, I would go on a date with Krista. Okay, if she was willing to come to my neck of the woods. That's not going to be easy. That's easier said than done. Yeah. Hello, honey bunch. How you doing? The sweet nectar. Anyway. That's funny, honey bunch. Nah, I'm not gonna stab. Not today. But I've done my share of stabbing in the past, I'll be honest with you. You know, it has occurred to me in the age we live in. We live in a very unstable age, do we not? I don't care who's president, okay? I really don't care. We live in a very unstable time. Well, I grew up in bad neighborhoods. So yeah. You'd be surprised. When I was 15, I stabbed somebody and I got stabbed. That's just how it was back then. Yeah, it was a white ghetto. It's called a trailer park. Yes, right here, just above my pec. It's hard. The camera just doesn't pick it up. This digital camera, I tried it. You know, it's just on video. It doesn't really show up as much. So yes, I was stabbed once. Anyway. Yeah, I've tried to show it on camera, but for some reason this digital camera and the lighting never really picks up. You got to have low lighting to see it. I have taken pictures of it, which seems to show up a little bit better, you know. Yes, he was a man. I was young back then. You have to understand that. Well, he's a man now. We were kids. Those were darker times in my life. Much darker than they are now. Not as much, honey bunch. But yeah, sometimes I write a good story. So, that being said, I got some. So I want to do some things for the channel. It's just I haven't had a lot of money to do so. The good news is, on the donations, if I can get more donations, I can achieve my dreams and some other things. Let's see, let's list off the thing on my Amazon wish list, shall we? You know, the Pistel 68, the Pistel 68, the Mini Striker. The Steamboat Stinger, a Steamboat Stinger M10. And a lot of great things. I want to make sure. All right, I want to make sure some things. This happens sometimes. But yeah. Oh, I forgot this is not my channel. Okay. Oh, well, I have some more practical things on my list, honey bunch. I have the Pistel 68 on my list. That is a launcher that is like 50 joules out of the box. Powerful launcher for home defense, self-defense. And of course, a headshot would be... So I would want one of those. Another thing that's on my list is types of repeating crossbows. I have several repeating crossbows on my list. Another thing I would want on my list, I would say I didn't have in the video before, would be a Cuban GK1. Hard to get. Another, that's a PCP air pistol that has firearm power. Another would be the Hudson Blitz. That's a PCP air rifle. It's like an AK-47. It has firearm power. Anyone can get one. So, that's what I like to buy. Oh man, I tell you, Sydney Sweeney is one fine looking girl. Them big boobs. I have to admit, that Sydney Sweeney, oof, she's fine. Just fine, isn't she? Sydney Sweeney. All right, well. Interesting. I don't know what you're trying to ask me, Gold Robot. What are you trying to ask? Oh, I saw it. I just don't understand the question. So, I'm not a gamer. What? That doesn't mean anything to me. I'm not saying I believe it or disbelieve it. I'm just saying that what good is it to me? I'm not a gamer. I don't play video games, dude. I'm late Gen X. I didn't grow up on that. Well, when it comes to money, now that sounds good. So that's I'll have to look into that. Oh, Mimi, how you doing? I made some announcements, Mimi. I have decided if Krista is willing to come to my neck of the woods, I'll take her out on a date. Yeah, well, I don't even know how to get at you, Gold Robot. Now, like I said, I just got a donation, which is pretty good. I mean, that's awesome. Now I can access that money. So I'm doing what I can. Yeah, I had a feeling it was a scam, Mimi. I just underplayed it. Anyway, that being said, there's a lot of things I want to do. See, I haven't had a lot of money to do a lot of new things on this channel because of my current financial situation. Okay? It hasn't been easy. And of course, you have to understand, Wi-Fi is not everywhere around here. Okay? As you've seen from my last stream, streams can mess up pretty bad when there's Wi-Fi. When there's not much Wi-Fi in this area of the country, so you can mess up. You know. To be honest with you, Mimi, I'd rather deal with a scammer than a troll. At least a scammer is more polite. But that's a joke, Mimi. I'm joking, of course. You know? But, so my money stream has been going down. So I've had to make do with what I had. And I don't have good Wi-Fi. At least outside of my house. Okay. And of course, it's not easy. So what I got to do is I got to do some stunts, and I came up with an idea. Okay. Now this goes out to Mimi. Okay, if you're willing to come down to my neck of the woods, I'll take you out on a date. I know just the place to take you, but you'd have to come to my neck of the woods. This is why recorded content is more popular in the countryside. You know? It will. And this is why I prefer recorded content over live streaming. It just is. But the point is here is that I'm not going to say that on a live stream, Mimi. The point is here is that I have limitations on what I can do. Right now, I have limitations. You know, it's not easy, but it's me. You know, we got to live within our limitations sometimes. And if I had more money, I possibly could do more. But, I have been working on some things, Mimi. I might be able to do an archery stream with a friend of mine. I'm going to find someone to do archery with. Find someone to actually, shoot some bows with. Not just me. You know what I mean? I think it would be more interesting if someone was with me, like a special guest or something like that. If it was just me shooting a bow in the woods, I don't think people would watch as much. But if I'm introducing somebody, I think someone would. So, that being said, that's one of my future plans. And, Okay. That being said, so I got to mix early riser. Well, Bo Kraus is no longer with us, early riser. I guess I got to take up the mantle. You know? And there are plenty of other archery channels. So, that being said, so we do what we can do. Yes, the AEC. Look what I got. Liberty slingshots. Look at this. Wait. I got. It's what's on my hat. Hey Al, how you doing? I got the Liberty Slingshots t-shirt and the hat on. How's everybody out there? I'm making some announcements today. I'm going to do an archery stream. I'm going to look at a place where there's good Wi-Fi. A place that's out of the way where I can do it. If I can't do it live, I will do a very good video and a lot of shorts. Awesome, Al. You were very good at the slingshot tournament. So, yeah. I was telling you about, last time you were here, I was talking about air guns, right? And I was telling you about Jersey. Jersey is the worst state for, they ban everything in Jersey. I'm going to tell you. If you really want to go to, how can I say, I'd say move to Pennsylvania, move to Virginia. I mean, West Virginia. Move to West Virginia. Oh, boy. Well, so did I. I didn't even come in place. Sadly. I'm doing great, Camo Camp. I'm doing great. I just got a donation. I had to do some chores today. I had to do some laundry. Everyone... No, laundry is not something people like to do, but you got to do it. But, you know... Yeah, and I get it. I would say your best bet is moving to Pennsylvania. Al. Like, Amish country is open up to you, Move down to PA. A lot of great places in PA, man. Nothing yet. I've been busy doing laundry, Camo Campo. I decided to do this live stream because it was good time before I could do it. Well, if you just came in, give me a like, people. Thumbs up. Anyway, this might not be a big stream. I'm just making some announcements. So I would tell you, if you live in New Jersey, it's time to move if you got the money to do it. I mean, there's plenty of places you can move to. I mean, down south is great. You're kind of like my character in Nasty Goblins, the kind of character that leaves New Jersey and moves to Pennsylvania. You're kind of like that character. Thank you. It's a Schrade. It's the Schrade Ultimate Survival. So I'd say it's time to leave your state, pack up your moving van, sell your house, and leave New Jersey. You know, make your moving plans because I'm making mine to get out of Maryland. So, oh boy, you're going to even worse place, Al. It's more liberal than here. Man. That being said, all right, well, I know a guy from Nova Scotia. They have really strict gun laws down there. Although slingshots are legal, I think, in Canada. They're legal. Hello, Steve. Yeah, I'm gonna do an archery stream if I can do it. If I can do an archery stream out here. That's very good, Al. I heard it's gonna go red. But it'll be a while before the laws change, you know. Your best bet is to move to PA, you know. I mean, Dutch country is really nice, man. You should move to Dutch country. I mean, have you ever been down to Amish country, man? Oh, beautiful. You know? And may I say that Sydney Sweeney is the hottest girl I've seen in this generation. But I've seen hotter ones. I really have. All right. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, camo. Yes, hit that like button. That's very funny, Susan. But if you're judging looks based on a female perspective, you gotta know what men like. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sydney Sweeney. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm not even sorry to tell you, Susan. Sydney Sweeney is hot. She is fine. She's what most men would love to have or be with. So, hello, Sabrina. That's right, Al. That's right. Okay. I will. That being said, you're in the wolf's den now. Yep. Yeah, I do, Susan. What men does not like big breasts? And men like big breasts. White guy, Sydney Sweeney is like like what white. It's like, let me explain. Sydney Sweeney is like white women's beauty standards. That is exactly what that white man sees when he sees the hottest white woman. Good body, nice boobs, nice tight butt. You know, man. Yeah, we see a woman that can have. Those are signs of fertility. That means that she can bear children. You know. She does. She does. I mean, those big milkers. Come on now. Yeah. And I can appreciate, but I will say this: she's the hottest girl in this generation. Okay, but I'm from the '80s and '90s. I've seen hotter. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've seen hotter than her in the '80s and '90s. I mean, Sydney Sweeney can't compare to a Heather Locklear. She just can't. Well, there was a white guy in Dunkin' Donuts. I think that was kind of like a male model, doing similar to what Sydney Sweeney's Good Jeans ad did. I have many times, Put a cat. Yeah. So we're starting to see a change in the culture. But yeah, Sydney Sweeney is the hottest girl now. I will say that. She is fine. But yeah, if you go look at let's see, I can show it right now. Let's see. I can bring some pictures up. From back in the day. I can bring some images up, I can show some good stuff. Let's do this. Gives me something to do. You want to see? Oh yeah. See, Sydney Sweeney may be the hottest girl today. But back then, there were a lot ones that were a lot hotter than her. I mean, look at this. Back in the day. Nah, this was the 80s, Sabrina. All right, we're going to go. We're going to do some stuff. Today. Yes. Baywatch. Yeah. Now that Kelly LeBrock. Now that was one fine British girl. No, I do not. So yeah, she was hot back in the day. Ah, he, she did. She did. Oh, Al. Now, I want to make it perfectly clear. I am well aware that I would never even attract any of those girls. Not even back in the day. If I even went back in time in the 80s, I would never bag a Kelly LeBrock. I would never bag a a Heather Locklear. It just wouldn't happen. Mm. Yeah. So I know that. But a lot of you ladies can't distinguish your fantasy from the reality. Yeah. You know, there's the fantasy. Then there's the reality of what you can get. Many of you ladies are under the false pretense. I think it's because simps have enabled you online. Simps have told you how pretty you are. They're just trying to get down your pants, by the way. But they're just stroking your ego, and then you think that you're hot, and you're not. I'm here to tell you, ladies, there's a lot of you that will never be a Kelly LeBrock. There's a lot of you that will never be a Heather Locklear. Never. You'll never be that. You'll never be that girl, okay? Most of you won't. Most of us, I will never be a Brad Pitt. Get used to it. That's life. How you doing, Brad Dad? So I would say, ladies, have your standards, lower your standards, because you're not getting tall, handsome, and rich. I just hate to break it to you. You're going to get Joe the Plumber. Most of you can afford Joe the Plumber. No, we're talking about, stroking. I was saying I was talking about the simps stroking their egos, making them think they're hot. That's what I was saying. Putty cat. Yeah, Joe the Plumber will keep your sink clean and keep your water flowing. They do. That is very true, Putty cat. So, like I said, ladies, time to lower your standards. You're not getting Brad Pitt. Most of you are not as attractive as you think you are. If you were, well, you would be a model, but you're not. Not many of those, Al. Not many, Putty cat. Maybe a very, very tiny minority, Putty cat, but not. There's no. Oh boy, those aren't women, Mimi. That's insanity. So true, Putty Cat. So true. All right, I'm getting controversial all of a sudden. But you know what I'm doing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Brandon. Oh, really? Were you getting pipe laid down on you, Sabrina? Okay, well. Well, I kind of knew that. Look. Okay, another myth I'm going to break about men. Okay, ladies, men aren't attracted to the same things that you're attracted to. Okay, it's time to break some myths. Okay, we don't care about your money. We don't care about your job. Okay, that does not impress us. Most men would date a woman who works at McDonald's. Most men would pick up a hot homeless woman and bring her home if she was hot. You know what I mean? Okay, so we don't care about your money. Okay, men don't care about your career. So basically, that doesn't work with us. Okay, you know, you got to stop. Oh, you're talking about your career to a man on a date. That doesn't impress him. What does impress him? Your appearance, and your femininity. It's very true, Laura. Men don't care about these things. We don't value the same things that you value in a partner. We don't. That's very true. You value a man with money and career. We don't value those things. We just don't. Yeah, we value those things. Domestic skills. Well, I salute you because you're a veteran, but yeah. And of course, we don't like women with masculine personalities. I'm sorry, we don't see women with masculine personalities as wife material. We just don't. This is why I'll never date a woman who's been in the military or is currently serving, or a woman who has ever been in the police department or is currently in the police department. I don't date those kind of women because their profession says a lot about their personality. They're very masculine. And most men do not want a masculine woman. We want to come home to a peaceful home. That's funny. Funny, Al. I'm just saying what men are into. I'm just I'm just letting you know some secrets about men that you're going to understand. Because most women don't really understand men. And this is the reason why a lot of times they fail when it comes to getting a man. Because I hear a lot of women cry on the internet, I can't find a man, I can't find a man. And they say, well, I'm a career woman, I got a good job, I got a good career, I'm doing pretty well. Well, that doesn't impress a man. It really doesn't. We don't care about those things. Those things you care about. Well, all I could say is, Mimi, don't lead with your career on a date. Don't say I have a job, I have this great career. Just don't say those things. Just don't talk about that. That's all you got to do. And you really want to impress a man, tell him tell a man what you will do for him. Now that's because you never heard that before. If you can tell a man What you will do for him. That's going to impress him. That's going to be like, oh, that's a keeper. If you keep asking him, because you ask a man what you'll do for him, he's going to be more. Ears is going to perk up a little bit. I can do this and that for you. His ears perk up. I never said that, Mimi. Exactly, brain dead. Well, Mimi, but you still are a single mother, and that is a liability. I'm honest with you, Mimi. You still are a single mother, and that is a liability to most men. Hate to break it to you. All right, Mimi. But you don't want to keep one, Putty Cat. Let's be honest about that. You wouldn't want to keep one as a long-term relationship. That's funny. Kampa. Oh boy. How nice. Hmm. Truth is the truth, Mimi. Gotta respect the truth. Yeah. No, Mimi. Let's not get into this liberal argument. Your truth. That's a hippie kind of point of view. No. No, the truth is the truth. There are certain things that men like. Men do not want a ready-made family. I'm sorry. We do not want to take care of children that aren't ours. That is a fact. It's a liability. Okay. We want to take care of our own children. So we don't. That's the reason why men don't date single mothers. And of course, there's always basically you can't. It's always, and of course you always got to put your kids first. So he's always coming in second. It wouldn't work. Well, that's good. But most single mothers are looking for a step up dad. And most men are not willing to do that. So that's very good. So, yes, well, what travels for conservative these days, I just don't see. I don't consider myself in any political party. I'm a right winger. That's how I see myself, not conservative, and I just believe in traditional values. Unfortunately, a lot of traditional values aren't held to standard these days. Okay, I'm a camper. That's good. I'm just talking about the basics. Anyway, let's see what we got. How long has this stream been going on? It's like 9:02 now. And our numbers have gone down quite dramatically. I got a donation and everything, but it doesn't appear that anybody's still around. And it is getting late. I guess people are going to bed. It's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, Putty Cat. Well, I express my opinions, Mimi. Doesn't mean I'm trying to disrespect people. I have opinions, and of course, my opinions are based in biology. They're based in biological reality. Just because some people are offended by the truth doesn't mean I'm not going to tell the truth. So, I can tell, I'm saying that most men are not going to go for that. So, I'm not disrespecting anybody. I'm just stating biological fact here and what the current dating market is. If anybody wants to get offended by stating facts, I mean, that's... I'm willing to go on a date with her for the stream. Well, it doesn't appear I'm going to get 12 likes. Campa. I'll keep going down. And I just made some announcements. I'll put it this way. Yes, I will date Krista for the stream. But after finding out this new information, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. All right, I'm going to explain this to you, okay? I'm doing it for the stream, and that's about it. Look, Krista is a nice person. I don't, and I say that with all due respect, but I just don't like the look. I'm sorry. The appearance is not to my liking. I'm not trying to be shallow or nothing. I've had girls that were chunky like that, but it's just like, it's the hairdo. It's the overlook. I might do a lot of things. I might jump off a cliff tomorrow. But you know, there's always surprises in the world. But I kind of doubt that. But, you know, I'm doing it for the stream and the stream alone. Because everybody wants me to do it. I personally am not really too keen on it. To be honest, Chris is a nice person, but it's not too keen on it. I'm not. I got other things I got to do. It's the look. I just don't want. I'll explain it. I don't really want to do anything, say anything without. I would prefer to basically hang glide it. Campa Campa. Yeah, so true, ghosts. You know, the funny thing is, Sabrina, I will tell this story. There was a woman who was military, serving military. She contacted me on my Instagram page, and on Instagram I have a lot of hobbyist stuff. I have a club, like a air guns and archery club forum uh, on Instagram where I have people from all the world. I share my hobbies there, and all of a sudden, now the blue on Instagram, this female bodybuilder started contacting me. She was in the military. She looked very masculine. Not the type of woman I would ever want to even talk to in a million years. And she sounded kind of desperate and crazy when she contacted me in what she was writing to me. And I just told her I wasn't interested and that she wouldn't quit until I had to block her. You know? I don't think so. Uh, kind of doubt this is going to go through. Look, I'll settle for one date. I'll be nice about it. But do I think this is going to go anywhere? No. And you have to understand something, babe. I'm stubborn. I like what I like, and I don't like what I want. I'd even settle for Galaxy. It's just for the channel, people. It's just for the channel. It's just for the show. It's just to bring the views up. That's all it really is, Galaxy. Yeah. Yeah, you're a Walmart beef. But I have to be honest with you. All right, I shouldn't say this on stream, but you do look better. What's the difference, Galaxy? Now I'm having second thoughts finding out that she has a kid. But I don't care about that. Not at my age, Mimi. I'd settle for an Asian woman. 44 going on 45, Sabrina. At this point, I don't really care about dating. Well, you don't have much competition, Galaxy. Let's be honest, Galaxy. You don't have your competition is pretty slim. I wouldn't flatter yourself because the competition. I mean, well, you get it. It's not like I'm. It's not like I'm being courted by hot, Russian models. You know what I mean? You know. I'm not being mean to Galaxy. I'm being a little fun. She's laughing. See? I'm not snobby. I am jokey. Okay, we got 12 likes. Get some hours. Yes, you bet I do. Because I got the wolf in me. I ain't gonna be no candlelit dinner, Campo Campa. Hey, if you can find someone better. It will not. I kind of doubt this date is ever going to take place. I said I'm willing to do it for the stream. That's about it. Well, yeah. Yeah, I really wouldn't. I don't think it would work out either. I did, Mimi. Already did. I did it recently. No, Campo Campo. Like I said, I'm not really into this whole dating thing, and God knows I'm not really into basically masculine women at all. Yes, listen, ladies, there are certain types. We all have our preferences. I'm not trying to be rude to you. I'm just stating my preferences in a comedic kind of way. Mm, you know? Yeah, I know, Brandon. would settle for that chick. Oh, man. I'm looking at a picture here, right? Mike Campo. But, I do kind of doubt this date is ever going to go down. I really do. I don't think it's going to happen. I would do it, but I just don't think it's going to happen at all. Mimi, that's funny. You're hilarious. Do you think Krista's my number one? Oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm looking at a picture right now on a video thing. And to be honest with you, I'd settle for this chick. Kind of chunky, but if she wasn't a feminist, man, I would. Yeah. So, look. I don't know. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I know. I know, brain dead. But should be okay. She doesn't have any blue hair. Let me show you. She doesn't have any blue hair. She didn't have an attitude. It'd be nice. No piercings. No septum piercing. Thank God. I'm gonna let you ladies on a little tidbit. All those piercings and tattoos, they look disgusting. Okay, on a woman, and you do limit the kind of guys you can get when you do that to your body. Hate to break it to you. A sleeve full of tattoos says a lot about you. It says that you make bad decisions. No, Mimi, I'm not looking for Miss Perfect. As a matter of fact, Mimi, I'm not looking for anybody at this point. I keep telling people this. I'm happy on my own. Is that such a crazy concept? Why does that not surprise me, Sabrina? I know that. I'm talking about tats on a chick, Camo Campa. It's a difference. I'm talking about the type of women who has, okay. How can I make an example? How can I show a visual example of this? Let me give you an example. This does not look attractive at all. Dear God. Yes, really. Good for you, Sabrina. Hello, Banished. How you doing? How else can you do it, Brain Dead? All right, well. Is that so true, Mimi? No, thank you, Cambo Campa. I don't do that kind of stuff. Possibly so. All right, well, this has been a very nice stream. Not much visitors. It's like 9:26. I got to get something to eat. All right, I won't end it. I unblocked her, Mimi, along with Grizz. Didn't know I did that. Now, I'm not the one who did that, Brie. I don't know. This has been happening more often. Sorry about that, Brie, but it wasn't me. I don't know her like that, Mimi. I don't know why. She's always been respectful. Always. Wasn't by me. right, let's see. Well, it's 9:28, okay? I got some things I gotta do. Yeah. So true. Camo Campo. Very funny, Bray. All right. Um, let's see. Let's see what a girl I think I would possibly could be within my price range that I could get. Let me show that. That I think I can get. Let's show that. Yeah, should do. Should be right up my alley. Yeah, this would be great. I could go for this. I'm just giving an example, Sabrina. Yeah, this would probably be, girlfriend material. Pretty basic. Yeah. Feminine, but within the price range. Yes, that's the type of girl I can get. Keep telling yourself that. First date? What are you talking about? Putty Cat, I've been on many dates before. Hate to break it to you.
Hey, have you ever been told you have a nice voice? Well, what if I told you you could turn your voice into...
Yesterday.
Anyway. I don't know when it's going to happen. I'm just going to do it for the channel and see what I can do. But finding out that Krista's a single mother is not going to be... May not be for me. I do. Because I'm not raising another man's kid, that's why. Sorry. Anyway, I got other things I got to focus on. This archery stream that's coming up. I got a new job coming up. I just haven't been saying nothing. Probably not. Probably not, Putty Cat. Anyway, get back to my hobbies. Anyway. I'm very well aware of that, Krista. But it's not about pride. I would prefer someone younger, Sabrina. But we don't always get what we want. And I'm not, and to be honest with you, I'm not keen on dating anyway, so we'll see what happens. I agreed to this. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it in the long run. No. Like I said, we don't care about your money, Sabrina. We don't. Very true, Brain Dead. We're going to see what happens with this day. We're going to see what happens. How you doing, Mr. Nobody? Yeah. All right, I gotta go. God bless you all. Glory goes to God.